Again, guys, welcome after the break. It is L3IRD, the bird getting in some words. I'm catching myself saying that a bit too much right now, and that is kind of tough to see. Thanks again to all the people that make the show happen. Definitely Esports, D-Esports.com. Definitely a great site to see all the esports happening, especially what they did with the MLG Summer Arena, the SC2 part, and then we're going to be doing the League of Legends part the week after. So that's really cool to kind of interview and kind of collapse onto. But other than that, thank you to our sponsors as well: XMG, Triathlon, Mad Cat, BenQ, and Antec. But coming back into this a little bit of show. Again, guys, we're going to be checking out this little bit of a level 1 engagement per se, right? So we do have this engagement that's going to happen between the teams right over here. It's using the old Elva replay really quick. But with this little bit of engagement, I'm just going to say invading in general is a good thing if you're in solo queue, just because communication is very lacking per se. For both teams in general. So if you want to kind of just force an invade, it is very, very key that you know what you're going to be pathing, what you're going to be doing to kind of get into that little bit in a engagement. So really quickly, you're going to be noticing the Pantheon should be leading out the way, just because he does have that Aegis of Zarya stun. So if you have that stun down, you can actually just catch onto one person. Again, if you don't have a stun or a hard CC on your team, which is a hard crowd control, you probably shouldn't invade per se, because you can't really do anything other than try to catch, and hopefully they just fall into the right bush and you grab them. But other than that, yeah, just having a hard CC will just capture down the game really easily, with a gank slash the level 1 invade pretty easily. We do see them all coming in, and we do see the Ashe kind of face check out. So if you're getting invaded, Fawn, the first thing you want to do is be calm. That is the first thing, because being calm will save you so many lives. Because if you can know when to flash, or you know when to path yourself and to flash out, it'll really, really help you out to denying that first blood, denying that extra gold, denying all the assists that are coming with the 5 people that are pouncing onto you right now. So we do see Leon Stout try to get out of there, but can't do anything, gets ignited, and is going to be taken down as the first shot. We do see the damage coming down onto the Cassidon and also Living Monsters, and Cassidon's the next one going down. Living Mustache shooting coming in, and we do see Nelson kind of come in and try to take him down, no problem. And yeah, I think this is the oh man, well, yeah, that just happened. Great pentakill by Ezreal right over there. But really quickly, just kind of recapping, you want to make sure that you have that front line hard CC get in there, but unfortunately for not, I don't think they did take a hard CC, so technically that was all just by luck per se for them catching. If you're the Ashe player, or if you're the one that's face checking slash getting invaded upon, you want to play it really, really calmly and make sure that you can try to get out of there by just pathing yourself backwards, or you're pathing yourself through a wall to flash out. If you can do that, then you can save yourself a little bit of trouble, a little bit of time. Other than that, if you go 4v5, if you have an opportunity to pick off one and make it a 4v4 and then you can back off, that's fine. But especially in that engagement, they should just backed off completely, because yeah, that was just an easy kill onto Ashe, and then you have no DPS after that. So yeah, that's pretty much an invade in general. What you want to do, make sure you have that stun in front, and make sure you have some communication happening for the team. So going back into the spec mode, I think it's the best. Yeah, DOS. Okay. Going back into the game again, guys, this is pretty much where we're at right now. We do have pretty much nothing really happening, but towers are falling, so lane presence is going to be happening, slash team fights will be happening pretty soon. Again, recapping the game, it's been pretty much 1 for 1 onto like where you want to go with the teams. Blue team has just done so much with, other than getting picked off right now by Champion Mage, Blue team has done pretty much a really good job catching on to red team / purple team onto, you know, just a little bit of skirmishes and stuff like that. But we're at this point where you want to be securing more objectives, more goals in the mid game per se. With that lane phase kind of over, you want to just, you know, push up turrets, get all of this down and everything happening. Especially at top lane, you want to do that. Especially if you have the mobility of Nidalee, if you have the mobility of Cannon, or if you have clears like Scion or anything like that, you really want to take that opportunity of you know, roaming down, but also just keep on pushing up and making it always a 4v4 for the other team, just because they can't really do anything else but, you know, try to save out the towers, because if you're just going to keep on pushing like Nidalee is right now, they can't really do anything, and that really is tough to try to get away from. Oh, Crypt is so low right now. Rayman's going to have the Hexbringer pop off. Crypt going to be able to not get out of there. Slack is going to be able to pick up that kill through the ultimate, and Rayman's going to try to get out of there. Does get Shadow Dash upon, but does miss offline, and Rayman's going to get saved from the team. Oh, actually Rayman's going to be picked off from that red boss. So great job by Verdict Composer 6 on it. Shake Drizzle, is he going to get the Seismic Sword? Yes he is. He's going to pick up that red boss. But here comes Snicko. Snicko is going to get pulled upon. Not going to get any aggro from the tower, so there's nothing going to be happening from that. Shake Drizzle going to be just trying to get away. Trying his mightiest of that rock person to get away, but he's not going to get out of it. Pokes down, and not going to actually take him down. The armor is so OP. But that True Shot Barrage is going to go online, going to be able to pick up that Blitzcrank. And Champion Mage might just fall down again. Prabha is going to be able to get taken down. And here comes this little bit of skirmish right now. And Prabha is going to be taken down from Snake Oil. Awesome Javelin Toss. Are we really just going to go right back onto the replay really quickly? Probably not. I mean, the biggest thing that just happened right over there was Crypt got caught in the beginning. Crypt tried to, you know, get that much damage in, and then, yeah, Rayman just, you know, just kept on being persistent. And that is the problem with having a 80 bruiser at middle lane. They are very tough to get at, and they can take up a lot of damage. So even if you're an AP damager like TF, it's just really strong stuff that, you know, the York can do right now at that middle. So yeah, so Rayman did that, and then pretty much all that happened from that was a missed ult by Rayman, a missed timing per se from the Prabha and all the other people that try to come in and trickle down, and the Nidalee is pretty fed right now, 6-1-0, and I think Purple Team pretty much has this in the bag per se. Pretty much has this in the bag, but can still kind of mess up, because, you know, it is teams that kind of happen, you know, slow queue, you know, throwing games, stuff like that happens all the time in the game of League of Legends. Do you see Snake pick up another kill onto Olaf, no problem indeed, and Snake is just going to keep on pushing up in game. So, and solo top in general, like, you hear that, you know, you're in your own world, you're just kind of just in your own euphoria, and you just want to just keep on pushing, keep on killing, keep on doing whatever, and you say that it's kind of an individualistic thing. It kind of is, but it's actually more of a team-oriented thing. Just because if you do have that 4v4 presence on the map, you don't have a full 5v5, you're denying the top laner to actually do anything. You're denying map control per se onto any of these towers over here. And Nidalee, you know what, doing the greatest of job. We do see the Shen all coming in. I don't know if Shinko is going to be able to do too much more. Probably going to be able to get that Ragnarok and try to get some more damage in, and going to be able to push it down. Verdict Composer is going to come onto it. Don't know that Shen all was the best idea, and Verdict Composer is going to try to get out through the Shadow Dash, and he's going to get flashed upon by Frab. Frab is going to try to get in there. We do see Trash Laner going to be taking out the Caitlyn over there, but Caitlyn's going to be taking out the Nidalee, or the Nunu over there. But Frab's going to be able to pick up a kill. We do see Rayman going to try to push up on the Crypts again, so nothing happening. But with that top lane, sorry, referring back to the point, with that top lane, if you can push down and you can keep on pushing, especially with Nidalee pushing down this turret over here, getting that extra gold over there for the team, it'll be too much of a strong advantage for the team of Red to just do too much. And I think Raymond's going to fall down as well. But you know, it's just too much of a strong advantage for the team, and it denies vision first of all, just for Blue to do anything else other than just staying on their own side of the map. So it's a really strong tactic. It's a very individualistic tactic, but if you can push top only and keep it pushed for the days and days, you're helping out your team by giving them extra breathing room, extra time to do anything. And you know what? I say that is approval in my book to be a team player in the I kind of situation. So yeah, other than that, what are the roles for each position in a team fight? In a true team fight, okay, we'll go through without this situation, but I'm just going to talk generally right now because I don't think there is going to be a full team fight in this game of between both teams right now. But if there is going to be a full team fight per se, you want your AD bruiser or your AP bruiser at top mid to kind of go engage upon both the AD carry, or sorry, on one of the AD carries or the AP carry per se. Although there's no AP carry for the blue team, for the red team, there is both of that. You do see Snake Oil going to be caught up again, and Sophomore Force is going to go down, and Snake Oil is caught between a rock and a hard player. He gets to slow down on the undertow as well, as Snake Oil tries to jump out. He could not save himself. Oh, actually gets tossed around though. Ooh. Interesting kind of move. But yeah, in general, you want the AD AP bruiser to go up and fight out the AD or AP carry per se, and then you want the support to protect that AD AP carry with the jungler, trying to do kind of both the AD and AP bruiser, but also trying to just secure whatever objectives they can do. If you're the AD or AP carry, you just want to go try to take down that front line. AP carry has a little bit more of a goal to try to take down most of the damage advantage over here. And the AD carry just tries to poke as much as they can to whatever targets are in front. True Shot Barrage going to go down, and we're going to see Craftliner being able to pick up that kill over here. But nothing really else from that. Great job in general. And we are going to go revert back to this one. Okay. Good pickoffs. And I hear my dog. Sorry about that. So we're going to go right back into this. Nunu started up over here, try to get something. Silsol or the Snake Oil does get caught up over there, and they're going to go ping for Baron, and they're going to ping for Dragon. Pause. This decision making from both teams right over here, really interesting per se. I mean, Rayman and Shake Drizzle saying, you know what, just going to tank this up and you're going to take down this Baron, no problem. And we're going to be taking down this Dragon, no problem indeed, over here as well. Really interesting per se, just because Red Team does have a lot of bit of damage coming out from both of their AD AP carries, but also the Nidalee player as well. So really interested to see that. Also, with a global ult of one of the only CS, they're going to be able to see this happen no problem indeed. So the biggest factor about this one right here, Blue Team just has a lot of bit of stacking up right here. They are stacked up and they're going to get damage down a lot more because they get poked from TS wildcards really quickly, but also they got damage down from just Baron in general. So Baron doing a little bit too much onto the team makes it really impossible for them to kind of like keep it upon or keep going upon. So Champion Mage coming back into it, trying to get in some poke, gonna poke down, no problem. And then the team, Blacko and everybody gonna try to get onto it. Let's just go do the Absolute Zero. What Absolute Zero in this case, or what the support did in this case, instead of protecting the AD or AP carry, he's actually going to try to engage upon and try to, you know, corral the blue team to getting a little bit more DPS from Baron, but also a little bit more time